Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Queen of Hearts readings. I'll be reading for the sign of Capricorn from April 29th through to the 5th of May. And the first part of the reading will be for the masculine and the second part will be for the feminine. And so take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and this isn't going to resonate with everyone, so that it's okay. Just take what does resonate. And like, subscribe, and share my channel, and comment, like drop a comment in the box, and I'll leave my Facebook link in the description below. So the first card I have is the 5 of Cups, and that notes some sort of sadness and isolation or loss. It's kind of like a depression card. So maybe you've realized that there's a relationship with a friend or family member or someone in your life who just isn't good for you. Like, you've realized that you're in a toxic environment and you have to detach and from that situation. So this does indicate depression, and it's important not to go too far down that road of depression, but that's what this card means. The Page of Pentacles, it indicates something to do with writing, whether it's study or you're being studious, or if you're planning on a business or planning on some sort of project. It's saying to write and do the research before you go down that line. It could also mean you're journaling or doing something to do with writing and study. The 7 of Cups, that in the upright position, that indicates that you're starting to feel frustrated because you've got many options in front of you. You've got that many paths in front of you that you're not sure which one to take, and that's combined with the 5 of Cups. That's probably where the depression is coming from. When you don't know if you take this path, will you regret it, or if you take the other path and not do something else, will that lead to regret? So the 7 of Cups is also about fears and illusion, and it could be fears of not knowing what path and what road to take in life. The next one is the Hierophant reversed, and that indicates like institutions, maybe something to do with law, education, or government agencies, but it's in reverse, so it's saying that something has happened, so it's made you sort of take an unorthodox, unconventional approach to a certain situation. Or perhaps you work in one of those areas and you're leaving to take a different route. Maybe one of these choices are unconventional and not overly acceptable to society. And you're worried about whether that's, whether everyone else is going to be happy for your decision. And the 7 of Cups is also about peer pressure, so it's choices and being stuck at the crossroads and not knowing what road to take and whether everyone else will be happy for you taking that certain road. So I'll pull some clarifying cards for this. Okay. Wisdom. Okay, so that's that card, Wisdom. It's about using your own inner wisdom and choosing in life what makes you happy and what the best decision for your happiness is. Also, with the Page of Pentacles combined, that has a picture of books on it, so it's about doing the research and reading up on stuff before you make the proper decision. The next one will be for the feminines. Okay, so the 6 of Cups, it denotes that you've been through an emotional turmoil, a lot of chaos and upheaval with a situation, and you're slowly getting to the other side of that chaos. It also says that you might be taking a trip, maybe a holiday somewhere, whether it's overseas or somewhere else, but or someone else far away might actually be coming to visit you. Or it could be a move somewhere, or this is really a travel card. And someone else might be visiting you, so that's what the Six of Swords represents. The next card is Justice. And that's saying to either, it's reminding you to be fair to a situation, and you might receive a fair outcome of what's happening in your life, or someone else might actually be owing you an apology. They might realize that they've done you wrong, and they might just be trying to make amends for this situation. The Justice card is also in the star sign of Libra, so you could know someone who's born around the time of the star sign of Libra. The Moon, this card, okay, it does have a timing card. It is the zodiac sign of Scorpio, so you might, who knows, you might have a Scorpio in your life. But this also says that something will happen within the period of 2 weeks, 14 days. So that's from the full moon to the new moon is 2 weeks. It's also saying that things that you weren't able to see are coming to light. So the moon always shines of a nighttime. And it's saying that either wait 2 weeks for the truth and for everything to come out, or wait until the light of day so you're able to see what's going on properly. This also indicates dreams and intuition, so it's reminding you to trust your intuition and tune into it more, and always be alert of what's going on behind the scenes and who is saying what. The Page of Swords, okay, that represents, and that's in reverse, so that represents someone in your life who's either talking behind your back and gossiping, slandering your name, and saying things completely behind your back. They're spreading rumors about you. And if you don't have any of those things going on, this could also represent maybe a teenager who's completely acting out of character. So the Page of Swords, yeah, it's all about the immaturity, I guess, because it's a child on here. It represents someone who's younger. It's just saying they're not being totally honest with you. But the moon says 2 weeks, so that will start to show itself and reveal itself within the period of 2 weeks when you get this card. So I'll pull some clarifying cards for this one. Okay. I need to know. Blossoming. Alright. So you've got the card Blossoming. To me, that's saying just try and shift past the mood of feeling stuck and trust your intuition. And if you don't know now, you will completely understand. You will know in several weeks' time what path you're meant to be on. It will just come to you, and things will start to be successful. Sometimes you just need to bite the bullet and do what makes you happy. And that's to step into your power. So once you realize what path you're meant to be on, that's when you'll be in your full element and you'll feel like it's a breath of fresh air. Okay. So the next lot of cards is... Okay. Alright, so the Magician, when this card comes up, it usually represents a brother or a male in your life, and it could be, even if you don't have a brother or this doesn't apply to you, then it represents a younger male, around the age of 35 or a bit older. someone who connects with you like a brother or a good friend. And it says someone who's of knowledge. So to everyone else it looks like they can create their life by magic, and whatever they think of, it easily just falls into their lap. But it's not always the case. The magician could sort of be like, I guess you could say it's someone with knowledge, with wisdom, that they've done this for so many years, they've been in a particular industry for years, that they know their craft. And it could apply to someone that's acting, or politicians, or just someone that knows how to work what they do. They have a natural talent, and to the outside world it looks like whatever they do, it just happens and they're successful. And it's a very good card to get in a reading. The Ten of Cups is also a happy, positive card. It indicates celebration with family. Maybe you've had an issue with family and you've made amends, so you're going out to celebrate and you now appreciate each other. And it could be simply just two people going out for dinner and having fun and letting their hair down. The King of Pentacles, this usually shows up in a finance reading, and it's saying that it's an extremely good card to have if you're asking about finance. So you could have been planning a different path for quite some time, or thinking about what path to go on, and you're far down the line. This is not a card where you've just started, but it's saying that you're going to reach extreme financial success once you get to that point. The High Priestess, that represents intuition. That's what the first thing that comes up is intuition, and it represents a female in your life. It could be a mother, or it could be a friend, a good female friend that you have that completely loves you. This does not mean a relationship card. It just means that there's a female in your life who really looks after you. They're a good friend to have. And if they offer you any piece of advice with whatever situation, it means that you should follow it, because they do have your best interests at heart. So I'll pull some more clarifying cards for Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay. Cards came out. Alright. So with this, it says master your thoughts, and the Magician is the ultimate manifesting card. So it's saying to master your thoughts and know exactly what plan you have for your life and where you want to go. And try and think positive and manifest it and put it out there, and it will be positive. That's saying seek what makes you happy in life, and seek the truth, and seek advice about what path you want to go down. And when you do those two things, you'll have dreams coming true. You will be successful, even if you're seeking financial advice. Okay. Pull the next lot of cards. Capricorn. Okay, so these are down the wrong way. Alright, so the Ten of Wands, that says that you're the type of person that takes on way too much all at once. And maybe you've gone from a quiet period where nothing happened to a busy period where so many things have just happened all at once, and you've got way too many commitments. It's just saying you're spreading yourself too thin, and maybe you might have to delegate tasks out to people that will help you, or scale back on how much you're actually doing. And it's all about prioritizing what you want. This is just about a heavy burden and feeling overworked and overloaded with no time for yourself. So the Eight of Pentacles, that indicates a choice, that if you've made a choice to go down a particular path. It doesn't matter what career. It could be, again, the Page of Pentacles. It could have been a writing career, or a career in some sort of business or some institution. It doesn't matter what. There's many careers out there. But it's saying that if you keep working at it and keep plucking away at what you're doing and do the research and plan it out, you will be quite wealthy from it. It's just going to take... The Pentacles are usually slow-moving cards, but it's saying that you will be successful in time if you don't give up and keep plucking away at it. Okay, the next card is the Tower card. And the Tower's in reverse, so that's... Okay, not many people like the Tower card, but when it's in reverse, that actually means that a situation has blown up out of proportion, but you've dealt with it and it's actually had a good outcome from it. What it can also mean is that maybe you've felt like you were in a group of some people or an organization or working with other people, and you felt that there was an injustice, and you're waiting for an apology, or you had to realize that what you were doing is not working, so you've had to leave. But it's saying that whoever was involved with the injustice is either... It could be someone else in your life that's thinking that you were the one that did something wrong and it's all your fault. But that's actually saying that you feel like there's an injustice and that you're owed an apology, because it could just be betrayal or some sort of it could just be with some sort of sadness with the Five of Cups. The Lover's card. Okay. This card, if this was in a love reading, yeah, that would actually indicate coupling up, especially if it was with the Two of Cups, but it's not. The Lover's card is about the masculine and feminine side of us. So it's asking if you're actually in alignment with what you want. And it's about connecting your body, mind, and spirit. And if all those three are aligned and you're feeling whole and loving yourself and completely doing what your soul's purpose is, then that's what the Lover's card means. So it's quite an interesting card, because it doesn't always mean partnerships. But in this case, it means focus on yourself and focus on where you want to go. And once you're whole and you're in alignment, then that's when you start attracting positive people and ideas, and you're guided to do things. And you can step into your intuition